I am wildly nostalgic, and I'm sure you are too if you're checking out some 90s basketball cards. And I love sharing my nostalgia with friends. That's why we have this channel. So today we're going to go through some packs that I opened with a friend in person to share in some of that nostalgia, and had so much fun doing it. Let's get right into it. Welcome to the most passionate content for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the whole entire internet. As usual, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s b-ball cards here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, a little bit TikTok. Got back on there with some card ladder stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how much more I put out there. But doing a little bit every day, or looking at it a little bit every day, something like that. So alright, today I opened some packs with my buddy Joe. You've seen him on the channel before. We've done interviews together. We've done some other pack openings. We've done PSA orders together. So we've done a lot of stuff we collected together as kids. And this is a product, Upper Deck MVP from 99-2000, that we busted a ton of as kids. So always a fun run down memory lane, and Joe and I love to share those, especially when it's those sets that really bring us back to those fun times. So we got together at another place and busted open some packs. We're going to go through the inserts, go through the odds as usual, and I'll share with you those packs. We also opened some other packs, again, just trying to relive some of those nostalgia. So like some hockey. We opened some Allure, which you can actually find at retail, which is a fun rip. So we find some. Don't be afraid. I don't know any of the players either, but it's a fun product. So we did some of that fun stuff, and then we decided to pull out the camera and do the MVP stuff and share it with you. So let's get right into that. All right, here's some of the fire from my PC that we could see in these packs. There is one insert set that I did not bring out. I forgot it before we started recording, so I said we'll go without it. We'll do it live, so we'll talk about that as we get there. But let's start up here. The top row are the parallels. That's what one of the big things that we were really looking for as kids. So the first one here is the silver script. So we've got a Penny. We've also got a Jason Kidd. So there's parallels of every player in the set, essentially. These are 1 in 2 packs, so 1 in every other pack. We should be seeing these. And the interesting thing is some players were either exclusive autograph signers for other companies, or they didn't have an autograph to use for these facsimile autographs. So you'll see some that's the print name of the player, which looks kind of funny. And it's interesting, but not surprising, that collectors don't really gravitate towards those as much. It's none of the big star names that you might expect, but it's just not as exciting to get one of those that just has a silver name printed on the bottom rather than a facsimile autograph. They just look cool, especially with players like Jordan. Definitely getting a facsimile autograph of his adds a little bit something to it, but these are all unique to each player. So especially players that had a more consistent autograph, Penny not being one of those. Really fun to see those. So not a ton of value here. Obviously, looking for the bigger stars. There are a lot of Jordans because there is a whole subset dedicated to Jordan. 99-2000 was the year that he was out of the league officially. 98-99, people were speculating whether or not he would retire during that lockout. But 99-2000, a lot of sets from Upper Deck had kind of like a farewell to Jordan in them. So there's a whole subset, so a whole lot of Jordans. So the Jordan silver scripts are about $5 to $10. A Kobe is probably about $20. A Tim Duncan or other stars are about $5. So these Penny and Jason Kidd, $1 to $5. Most commons are about $1 or less, so you can find those in bargain bins if there's a player you collect to find one of those. Can be a little bit difficult because they don't get a whole lot, so you're not going to find singles online too often, but sometimes you can. All right, stepping up quite considerably for the next one, we've got the gold script. So here we've got a Bobby Phils that I actually pack pulled. I didn't even remember pack pulling this, honestly, as a kid. So the gold scripts are each numbered to 100. And it's pretty surprising that I don't remember pulling this card, to be completely honest, because we love these cards so much. Getting to gold was really something exciting because they were low numbered and very hard to find. We saw so many of the silvers, but maybe it's because it was Bobby Phils, before he had passed away. So, these cards have a significant more value than the silver, as you would expect, but they don't come for auction terribly often. So a common card like this of Bobby Phils is probably about $10. Pretty rare, pretty hard to find. I haven't seen any of the Jordan sell recently, no Kobe's. I wish I could find a penny. I've seen pennies from the subsequent years, but not this year being the first year of MVP and the only one he's in a Magic uniform. So hard to put a value on those. Like we said with the MJ, there's a lot of them, so I wouldn't be surprised if those went for $50, $100, somewhere in that price range, but hard to tell without seeing those on the market. So anybody's guess. If you know, or you've seen somewhere you've acquired some in private sales, let me know what you think some of those higher price players might be valued at. I'd be interested to learn. But yeah, only 100 of each, so pretty hard to find. And then the cream of the crop here is the superscript. So here we've got a Matt Geiger. Shout out to Kyle from the Wax Museum podcast. He gave this to me as a gift because he knew I was looking for a superscript. So these are each numbered to 25. So very hard to find. And I think he found this in a lot. And I actually filmed, he had given it to me in a screw down that was all rusted and looked pretty worse for wear. So I did a little filming of me opening that to see if I could get it out cleanly, and luckily it did come out pretty clean. So a common card from the set, like a Matt Geiger or Bobby Phills or a number of other players, probably looking at about $40 to $50. So a very generous gift from Kyle. I really appreciate it. Again, the stars, don't see those come up very often. So, if we're following the math, if a silver of a common is $1 and a gold of a common is $10 and a super of a common is $50, you could probably say pretty safely that a Jordan or something like that would be, $200, $300, $400, something like that. That's an estimate, a guesstimate, really. So again, if you have more information on that, I would love to learn. I would love to get a penny or an Iverson or a KG or even a Michael Finley. Any of the PC players of mine would be great. But for now, Matt Geiger with the Sixers and those fun championship teams with the Iverson Sixers, this will fill in just fine. So definitely looking to see a superscript or a gold script. Now let's get into the inserts. There are quite a few of them, not a ton of value. We'll talk through some of them until we get to the end, and then things jump up pretty quickly. So the first one here, one I really love, Jam Time. So we've got a Michael Jordan, a Michael Finley, and Penny Hardaway. Michael Finley and Michael Jordan were two guys that did really exciting dunks in games and in dunk contests. So the Jam Time are 1 in 6 packs. And these are really cool, kind of, with a starburst there. I really liked them. Almost made it look like a little bit like a comic book, like a new age comic book almost, making the players really the hero of the card, which a lot of 90s insert sets tried to do, but this one did very well. 2 pictures of the player, which I always liked. Great action dunk shots for every player in the set, and these are all players that were known for dunking and really sought after cards. So not very rare. These all are about $1 to $5. The Jordan might be a $5 to $10 card, but nothing that's going to break the bank, but definitely visually something I enjoyed as a kid, and always liked pulling these, especially with the players I collected. One of the ones I didn't have here, also 1 in 6, were the draw your own cards. So in 98-99 UD Choice, you would get an insert card that came in every single pack that gave you an opportunity to draw a card, and then yours could be a winner. You would get some prize or some sort, and your card would be featured in the subsequent set, which was this set. So a lot of those cards, not really getting anybody too excited. Some of them are pretty impressive. All of them were drawn by kids, so some of them very definitely look like they were drawn by kids, and the other ones look like they had a little bit more, care given to them, I guess you could say. So something that if you like those animated cards, go for it. Not something that really gets me too excited, so that's one of the reasons why it's not here. So the next one I also didn't have was Electrifying. Those are 1 in 9 packs. Pretty clean design, kind of a futuristic type of look. A lot of these have that kind of 21st century type of vibe to it. Again, looking at $1 to $5 for any of the cards there. And honestly, those don't fit a lot of the busy designs that these have. It's a little bit more of a simple, clean design. So kind of neat stuff there. But the next one here is one that I started to get excited with, was MVP Theater. So here we've got an Iverson and a Penny, obviously, two of my PC guys that were MVP considerations a lot of times in the 90s. So these at 1 in 9 packs, you know, the Iverson here is probably about a $5 card. You know, the Penny, $1 to $5. You're seeing a theme here. A lot of these are $1 to $5 unless you get up into the Kobe and Jordan, and then you might be looking at 5 to 10. But even the Kobe's tend to be right around $5. You know, sometimes a little bit less, not as cheap as $1 a lot of times. But you know, these are cool. Again, I like these because they have that kind of futuristic metal and foil feel. You know, a lot of these insert sets were intended so you get one insert card in each pack. You know, which is what the kids like to see, myself definitely included in that. So you get something you liked the design of, you would definitely get excited, but not a ton of value here yet. Next we have 21st century NBA. So again, the 21st century design theme. These were 1 in 13 packs, so getting a little bit more rare. Here we've got an Iverson. Values stay consistent though. You know, you're looking at $1 to $5 for any player in the set, really. You do have some rookies in the set. You know, some rookies from the prior year, I should say. So those were exciting. You know, Vince Carter was really one of the headliners in this season. So some fun stuff to chase, and a fun set to complete, I think, because you know, you get a lot of fun players in there that were young stars at that time that were going to go on to do some great things in some cases. So not a ton of value. 1 in 13 packs, so getting a little bit more rare. Next we have is Jordan MVP moments. So here's an all Jordan set, like we said. There was no shortage of Jordan cards. So here we've got 3 of them, 3 that I like the best. One in him going over the Jazz in the finals, one of him getting his MVP, and another one of him in one of his playoff runs against the Jazz in 1997. So definitely some memorable moments from his career. These are 1 in 27 packs, so getting a lot more rare, you know, twice as rare as the 21st century, but not a ton of value here. They're all Jordan cards. They're all about $5. Sometimes you can see them get up to $10. You know, so go and collect the set and get a little piece of Jordan throughout his career. That's really what they were trying to do, is get the highlights of each year of his career, or just pick out the ones that are the most memorable moments or most memorable pictures that you can find. Whatever you enjoy for Jordan, there's something for everybody here. So, you know, you want a Jordan card, this is definitely a set to go after. And cool with that red foil, it all fits together well for the theme and the Bulls. Again, visually, they hit you when you open them up from a pack. You know, seeing that red definitely was something that stood out. So we would always get very excited pulling these out. One of the insert sets that we got the most excited for was this next one, MVP Dynamics, or just Dynamics a lot of times it would be called. So we've got Kobe, Grant Hill, Kevin Garnett, and Vince Carter. So again, these are 3 of the guys that were perennial MVP candidates, and in many cases, well, in 2 of the cases, they went on to get regular season MVPs. Grant Hill probably could have and would have if he had stayed healthy. Same could be said for Vince Carter, and there were some seasons that Vince Carter was right up next to the top vote getter. So, you know, this had a lot of the big names. Jordan was in this set, so this was one of those that I always wished there was a penny of. 1 in 27 packs, again, just as rare as the Jordan inserts, but still, you're looking at about the same price. A lot of the commons, you start to get, you know, you're not going to find them for $1, but you're going to find them for $5 or slightly under. The Kobe is definitely closer to 5 to 10. Pretty solidly at that point. But also with the silver all around, and you know, looking at the back, you've also got white. The white doesn't show errors or any sort of condition issues, but the silver does. So condition can definitely be something to be on a lookout for. If you find one of these in a bargain bin, that might be the reason why it's there. So if you find one that's in good shape of a player you like, you know, grab it for a good price, but be wary. You can see like the top edge of this Grant Hill definitely has some damage. They came out of the packs like that sometimes. So nothing too alarming there, but definitely stuff that got us excited. It's about 1 per box to pull those. So when you pulled the one of your guy, like my brother did in a couple of those boxes, you get really excited. So the big insert here is the MVP game used souvenir. So here we've got a penny. I've got a Michael Finley in my collection. Kevin Garnett was in this set. And the big name also in here was Kobe Bryant. I think there might be a Jordan, but I might be wrong on that. So let me know down in the comments if there was or wasn't, if you know. I could probably look it up online and find out just as easily. But these were 1 in 131 packs. And you can see there, you got a piece of the ball, and this is actually like kind of bulging out. It was basically glued on top of the card. So in subsequent years, you would find a lot of game ball cards that would have the piece of the ball embedded into the card, really incorporated or encapsulated, if you will, in the card. And the card would be pretty thick. So this card itself is about the same thickness as a regular card, maybe a little bit thicker. But you have to put it in a pretty thick top loader to fit that ball. But you can't have it too thick because then the card's going to fall out. So it really is an interesting thing to store these. Again, a top loader that's big enough and a team bag is usually the way to go for these. But the pennies, for a while over the last summer, I was seeing these go really crazy. So, you know, people were going for these, and I don't know if they are any more rare than any others. It doesn't note that in the Beckett or anywhere on the packs that anybody has any more scarcity than any one player. It just says 1 in 131 packs for all of them. So, you know, these were going for $90 to $120, which seemed like a pretty high price, definitely higher than I got mine back in the day. So, haven't seen any of those sell recently. Don't know if they would go for that price if they came up for sale right now. You know, penny collectors are pretty adamant about their penny cards, so you never know. But a Kobe recently sold for about $85. So, you know, if that tells you anything, I think the Kobe cards typically will sell for more than penny cards. You know, so maybe they've settled down a little bit. I don't know what the reason was for that fervor, but this is definitely the insert to look for. I never pulled one out of a pack. I would imagine you'd be able to feel a little bit more thickness and kind of some of the stuff sitting funny, but I don't know. I don't know how that might play out. There are some autograph cards that are noted online. They are not noted as being in the odds for these packs. These are hobby packs, so not going to talk about those right now. Let's get right into that pack opening between Joe and I and see what we get. She's not. All right, 9 packs. And split in 2. Joe, you can start it off?
I will start it off. These are old. You can see through the back a little bit here.
And there might be some sticking, right?
I'm predicting some sticking because it's glossy, but we'll see. We got Ray Allen. Oh, not too bad. Ray Allen.
That's smooth.
Sam Mitchell, no sticking. Yeah.
Famous last words. Not too bad, though.
Robinson. Eldon Campbell. Nick
That needs to be a super. That needed to be a super.
We need to see a super. We don't need that one. Tyrone Hill, Cherokee Parks, Chauncey, Derek Fisher, and then an insert on the back of Reggie Miller.
Ah, that's one of the better looking.
And you want to divide those up? I don't know where you want to put those.
Let's just go like this.
All right.
Inserts.
Are we gonna get?
I know
rookies?
that there's some
there were no
stars
rookies there, right?
Yeah, there's rookies in here.
No, we didn't
no,
get
not
any
in there.
though.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right, Tim Hardaway, Isaac Austin,
All right, boy.
PJ Brown, Penny.
Oh, there's Penny.
There we go. That needs to be a super. MJ.
She's nice. I like
MJ
that.
exclusive.
First MJ.
That wouldn't be bad as a super.
That would not be bad as a super.
Hersey Hawkins. Michael Olowokandi.
Oh, we got a rookie. No, that's
another
rookie.
MJ.
Sorry, that's
That's
wrong.
second year.
I got 2
Close.
of those. Close. That's fine.
Isaiah
I
Ryder.
always forget these are 99 2000.
And
I see the rookies.
and him. That Jay Williams.
That one. 2 Jordans. I think.
Is it? Okay.
I think
Well,
probably
let's.
silver. Another MJ like that. Donnie Marshall. Dan.
Thunderdome.
Marley. Another Jordan. Doing all right with those.
I like that one with the black jersey. The
Steve
Concord.
Nash. I like that.
Lindsey Hunter.
It's not a gold. I don't know. That's why I thought there was a gold for some reason. Oh, Brandon. There's Tim. Oh, we get double Tims?
Oh. Hey, there you go.
Double Timmies!
There you go. And it's
Silver.
silver.
That's the first silver. And Timmy, once again, put those right there.
Bruce Bryce-Drew. Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Chewing.
Rashid. Russell. Fortson.
You saw the card on the back already, didn't you?
Yeah. It's not bad.
I'm gonna have to open these differently.
Not
Better
as-
reveals.
Not as good as we would hope for, though.
Ah, well.
Danny Manning.
Avery Johnson.
Is it-
Another
Was it
MJ.
one of your guys?
No. David Wesley. And silver of Dirk.
That's not terrible.
Not terrible. Second year.
Not terrible.
A young Dirk.
See a different color script on that, but you know.
That's what I saw the Dirk and I saw it was silver.
All right, reveal's gonna be good. Googs. Walt Williams over there. Now we got some sticking now.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Ah, Jordan, of course, stuck. Great. Dikembe. I see another Jordan back there.
Coming in droves now.
Dampier. Yeah, Lamont Murray stuck to somebody. Oh,
Hey,
AI.
there we
AI is
go.
not bad. Why you put Ewing over there? There's MJ. Oh, we got an
Ooh.
insert. We got a silver.
Okay, that's a heck of a pack.
Hawkins.
Okay.
Best.
There you go.
And J. Well.
Your guy.
That is.
There we go.
I have that one, but I'm not too mad about that.
I always like those. Big Country.
Big.
Vitali. AC Green. Corey.
There's your boy.
Corey Maggette. First rookie.
It is, yeah.
And of course, sticking.
Of course, he stuck to somebody. He probably stuck to Jordan.
Alright, we'll put that up there. A Bull.
I was close.
Dickie Simpkins.
Ah, that was not
Brent
really.
Berry.
Oh.
Another rookie. Andre
All
Miller.
right. Not terrible.
John Starks. It's always weird seeing him with the Warriors.
So we got an insert in the back.
Zoe.
So,
An electrifying of Steve Smith.
all right. That's not what we're looking for. Corliss, love them.
Cordless.
Jay. I'm pretty happy with the lack of sticking on these.
Yeah.
Twan, Barkley, good players.
Rocking some J's in that one.
Vince,
Hey,
there's
there
a
we
Vince
go.
for you.
Top rookie.
Francis, Howard.
Washington.
And silver.
Bobby Jacks.
Bobby Jackson.
I used to love Bobby Jacks.
I don't like those.
All right, 2 packs left. I think you're right. The High Sox.
Minnesota.
Was he a Gopher?
I think so.
All right, Sean Marion, The Matrix.
Rookie, right?
It is.
See on top.
Del Curry, Steph's daddy. Ooh, backwards. No,
Backwards.
I don't think it's anything.
Don't think it means anything.
Sean
these
Bradley.
days, but maybe
Chris
there's something
Webber.
else.
I
in
always
there.
get excited just
Well,
because.
maybe there's something else in there.
Steve Kerr, maybe that's the denotation of
Yes.
there's something good coming. Arvidas, Hall of Famer. MJ. It's a nice photo. John Wallace, Kendall Gill.
No Gill.
Oh, silver. Terrell Brandon.
Silver. Very elaborate signature. Very large.
It is. It's a very thick signature.
Last pack.
Last pack magic, baby.
Need it. 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 Jordan on top.
Jordan on D.
Jordan on D. Ellie. Mookie. Bimbo. Rafe.
The Knock Dirk.
Sam Cassell.
Fellow.
Othella Harrington. Terry Porter.
Oh!
Shaq MVP Theater. No golds and supers.
I mean, that's probably the best pull of the packs.
I
The
think
MVP
you're probably
theater.
right. I think you're probably right about that.
It's a nice Shaq for you.
Yeah, it's all right.
What a fun trip down memory lane. Great, again, like I said, to experience that and share that with a friend. Joe was actually sitting on these packs waiting to open them with me for quite a while. We had talked about maybe opening them at National. We did not have time. As you know, if you were there or if you saw some of my videos, it was a packed week. So, you know, he's been waiting almost a year, I think, with some of these packs. So he picks them up as he comes about them, and maybe he'll pick up some more. But no crazy fire this time. Definitely some fun PC stuff for Joe mainly. I didn't really get any PC out of it, but that's all right. Next time, maybe we'll see one of those gold or superscripts of one of my PC guys. That would be really exciting. It'd be exciting to see it of one of Joe's PC guys too. Always fun to be with a friend, getting something really rare to add to their PC. So a lot of fun. Let me know down in the comments, what is one product that is that nostalgic product that you have enjoyed with a friend, or you would like to plan to enjoy with a friend. Let me know down in the comments. I know there's some stuff that I've held off to open with friends, like my brother and I opening some G.I. Joe packs, because that was something fun for us back as kids. So I always like enjoying those together with friends, and that's what brings us back, is those memories and that nostalgia a lot of times to these stuff from the 90s. So let me know what's one of those products that does it for you, and maybe who it is that you like to share that with. And it's always nice to also open some new stuff and create those new memories like I'm starting to do with my kids, and maybe you can do with some other loved ones in your life. So let me know something that you like doing that with. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. New videos dropping once, sometimes twice a week. Always looking to open packs, share some stuff from my PC, interview collectors, and so much more. Thanks. We'll talk later.